Hey, this is Cro'Shay. Today is Friday, of course. I will be uploading. As I told you, this is my second upload on Friday. I started last week, Thursday, so this is my second time doing a video upload. So this should be great, right? So as I said, I'm going to try to keep my promise that on Fridays I will upload a project that I'm doing, where I'm at, and hopefully finishing, because it's Finish It Friday. So I am doing a skirt. It's a corner to corner skirt. I love it so far. I'm looking at it right now, but this skirt is gonna be one of those type of, I guess, like how you would have a distressed jean. This would be like a distressed yarn crochet skirt. Okay, and I'm doing a corner to corner stitch, and let's just get right to it, right? So right here we have some of the materials that we needed. This is the skirt that I'm doing. I'm not going to finish it all the way to make the complete square of the skirt. I'm going to leave those edges, crinkled edges on there. So what I'm going to do is make sure I put one more row, just so I can like tighten it up a little bit. And I might do some type of embellishings with this skirt, but I just love those colors. Where you see the yarn here, I did for the distress look, as like a, you know how ripped jeans kind of look sometimes. I wanted that type of texture on my skirt. I don't know if I'm gonna keep these little straggly ones or not, but those are almost the same things I did here, which is a join and then I tied down. So when I do fold it over, you'll see the actual style of that skirt. Okay, so I'm like give you a brief, because I can't wait to see how it looks myself. So I'm going to show you here what it's going to look like when I just fold over the skirt. So this will be the back side of my skirt. I'm going to have this side up. It's going to be tightened in some type of trim. So it would be tightened around on my waist. I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Excuse my nails. I have to take them off and get them redid. But this is what we're talking about right here. So in the front, I wanted to keep this like zigzag fringe look along the side of my front of my dress. I love it so far. So you will see how it has this in the front, some of it in the front, at the top, and you'll have the rest of it in the back. Now I could actually keep it and both ways and flip it inside out if I wanted to, but however, I feel like this would be a style that I'm going for. The look that I'm looking for is distressed, but elegant. Okay. I'm also using the Big Twist value yarn. As you can see, it's 380 yards. And those are the criteria for, you know, a typical sweater, blanket, hat, or a scarf. Of how many you will need for each project, but however, I'm not doing that. And then they say here the recommended hook size is a 5mm with the 4 medium worsted yarn. However, that's not what I'm using. I'm using this bad boy. Excuse the tape. But I'm using this one. It's a 5.5. Hold on one second. Let me flip it over. All right, perfect. I may have to get a better camera system here, or like a forehead camera, whatever you all use. But I'm new at this, so I only get better. But you can't see it right now. It's a 5.5. I'm sorry, 5.25 millimeter hook. by Boy. And it's about fading away, so that when the camera focuses, there it goes, you see it. So I'm using this bad boy for this project as well. I will need a tapestry needle to sew those edges, actually not the edges, the ends together. So I will sew these two together up here. That would be my hip. I think I'm probably gonna sew from here to here. And then when I put on the trim there, I'm gonna sew that onto the side as well, how this is. So I'm gonna sew those together. Okay. I also have something else to go with it. It's the trimmer. I don't know if I'm gonna put this. They're gold. I thought that'd look cute to put that down on somewhere here around the trim of my waist or alongside here. So right now I'm kind of playing with the things, and let's take this out the pack to see exactly how this looks. So I'm going to take it out the pack, and not sure as to how long it is. Okay, so here it is. It's 10 millimeters by 3 feet long. So I think that'll be gorgeous to have along the bottom of my skirt. Or either or, I could have, I might have enough for both around my waist and around the skirt at the bottom. So however it is, it's going to be done today. All right, well, let's get to it. I'm going to roll that back up, set it to the side till I'm ready for it. But yeah, it's pretty. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it already. So thin. That's the inside of it. And then that's the outside of it. So I'm going to do a couple stitches with you guys here on this video. And I'm going to probably finish off camera, but you're going to see the finished product today. All right, so as we get started, finishing this thing up, like I say, I'm going to finish one more row. I could stop now, but I think one more row would be just a little bit better on how it will look for as a finishing look. I'm also going to do a slip stitch on each stitch that I do. Let me fix my yarn. Each stitch that I do to make it a clean finish. Okay, so I'm doing double crochets, and then inserting my hook into the next stitch, which is like a double crochet or a triple crochet that started that corner to corner. Pull through, and then I'm gonna chain my 3, and I'm gonna go back in that same stitch with a double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, slip stitch into your next chain space, chain 3, double crochet, another double crochet, which is 2, and then my 3rd double crochet, which is 3. I'm finished with that cluster. Now I'm going to do the same thing, repeat, slip stitch, chain 3 until I get all the way down, 3 double crochets in this stitch, stab it, pull it through, choke it, pull it through. I always wanted to say that because I seen a lot of TikToks that was like that. I was like, Wow, what a crazy way to teach somebody something, right? So the 3 crochets in this space, and we're gonna do that all the way down to the end. Oh my god, I sounded so country, but I am, so well. You'll hear that a lot, how I speak. I'm guessing depending on the day. So all the way down. 1, 2, 3, slip stitch, chain 3, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, okay. I'm gonna wait till I'm done, and I'm gonna come right back, okay, to show you how to sew your ends together. Now, you don't have to just sew the ends together. You can also crochet the ends together. I could teach you how to do the crochet method of your ends together, but today we're going to do the stitching together. So we're going to sew this thing up together. All right, I'll be back. Okay, so you should be done with that part. If you are following along with me doing these corner to corner skirt, but however, we made it to the end, and we're going to join our ends together. Okay, so I did till I got down to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And then I wear a size 4 in dresses, so you can say 4, or my hip size is a size 32 inches. Okay, I mean 32 centimeters. Sorry. Is it centimeters or inches? I'll have to look at my measure tape, so I'm gonna edit it probably, or I'm just gonna let you just keep it, and I'll update that in the comments. So it's gonna be like this, the skirt, and then I'm gonna go and snip my yarn. But if I was to do it the crochet way, which I feel like may be great, so I don't have to snip my yarn, let's just do it anyway, right? So I finished that part of that stitch where I made it completely straight, and I'm not going to add more stitches. Chain 6. Only the reason why I'm not chaining 6 is because I'm decreasing now in corner to corner. So what I'm going to do is go into each of these stitches that's on the side here 3 times in each square that's directly in front of it. Okay, if you did it correctly, they should all add up to the right amount of squares, and usually they do. But is that cute already? So this is without, which will be the inside of my skirt right here. Remember, because I want the distress part on the outside, which will be some people's inside. So I want this to be an inside out skirt because I want some type of distress look, right? So I'm going to match up my squares together so I can stitch together evenly. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13 is 14, 15. Right there. So found you. So I'm gonna slip my hook right in there like that. Grab my yarn to come over. Right? And then I'm gonna slip stitch all the way down in each chain space or stitch. Okay, 3 times. 3 times in the stitch. Slip stitch. Slip stitch. And I would say it don't have to be perfect where you put your stitches in, but I don't like the bulkiness of when you do the crocheting. If you don't do it right, it kind of look a little off. And I love a clean finished seam. So just keep doing that, and I'll be back. Okay, so now that I sewed down so beautifully, okay, I'm going to now do a trim around the skirt part. So around the skirt, I'm going to do a trim to fit my waist better, and it's going to actually give it some length at the bottom of the skirt as well. So I'm going to chain 3, and then I'm gonna go into the next stitch, do a double crochet, okay. So in this one I did 3 in each space, and then since this one is sideways, because in your corner to corner you have 3 double crochets going up, and then you have 3 going to the side like that. So the ones that's going on the side like that, I'm going to only stick 2 so it can come in closer. Okay, the ones that has the actual stitches of 3, I'm going to put 3, and then I'm gonna keep that pattern. So that's 2. Going to the next one. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm in my sideways double crochets. That's what I'm gonna call it, because I don't know the terminology for that. I'm gonna put 2 there, and then 1, 2, 3. And I'm gonna keep going with this pattern all the way around until I get back to here. When I get back to here, we're gonna do the same thing, but just stay tuned, okay? Don't go nowhere. All right, so we have made it to the end on the other side. I crochet 3, 2, 3, which is 3 in 1 stitch of the 3 stitches, 2 in your next one that of the corner to corner square that goes like this. Put 2 in there, and then I put 3 in the next in between those next 3 stitches. Okay, I'm now joining at the top of my chain from the previous round. Slip stitch, pull through, chain 2. This time I'm going to go in it again, but it's gonna be in maybe let's chain 3. So 1 more chain, and then I'm gonna go into 1 stitch, pull up a stitch, go into 1 stitch, pull up a stitch, go into 1 stitch, pull up a stitch. That's gonna be my trim all the way around for 3 rows. Okay, let's get it. So my first stitch, I'm going to go into that not the very first stitch, but the next stitch, which is the second stitch from your chain. So 1 and then 2. Okay, remember I want my waist trimmed small, so I'm going into my next stitch, lifting up the next stitch, double crochet into the next space, and then I'm going to pull up a stitch, okay. Let's see how that look on the back side. So we might have to do it the opposite way, so we're going to turn our work. So unravel, and it's okay to unravel, okay. It doesn't mean that you're not doing a good job. It's just mean that as you, like me, like I said, I crochet without a pattern. So when I do crochet, I unravel all the time. I might miscount. I might look at something and say, like I just did, unravel. And it doesn't take a lot. I mean, sometimes it's tedious if you done a whole lot that you have to unravel. And then you might end up sending that project to the side like me. But, so we're going to turn our work this way, the opposite way, so we can keep those stitches on the front side, okay? Or let's test the stitch because we're working together at the same time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is skip this stitch, the chain stitch, going to the next stitch, okay? Not skipping a stitch. So I'm going to double crochet in the next chain space, this stitch. I'm going to front post that. Well, no, I'm not. It's on the inside. So I'm going to now do this. Go lift the stitch because now I'm working on the inside of the skirt, but I haven't took the skirt inside out. So it's fine. Go again in the next stitch. Double crochet. Next stitch. Pull up. Next stitch. Double crochet. Next stitch, pull up. Okay, and we're gonna do it all the way around. Double crochet in the next stitch, pull up a stitch, and we're gonna do this for 3 rows. Okay, I'll be right back. So far, this is how it looks on my inside, if you can see the design. So that's my trim. That's gonna be for my waist. All right, and you can add more stitches to it if you like. If you wanted to go up higher on your waistline, or you can add you can stop completely at this row if you like and just add a nice little belt. Either way, it'll all look like a nice skirt. Okay, I'm gonna do it on myself for about 3 more rows. And if I do want to do a high-waisted skirt, I can just pull it right on up higher. Or if I want to add a belt to it, I can actually just put a belt through the loops. Each loop that you make on your first row could be where your belt goes. So you can either use these on your ending row on your corner to corner stitch, or you can use a thinner belt alongside the pull up, your first pull up row, chain, double crochet in your first stitch, pull up a stitch, double crochet. You can put your thinner belt through there, or you can make chains, 2 chains, chain 150, and then do 2 rows of that on your second one, whether it's a single crochet or a double crochet. You will be able to make your belt that way to go through. Check out my finished product in just a minute. Okay, be right back.